Now I've got the Easel download set here for the octagonal shaped cards that you can make. I'm just going to run through the large one for you so you can see that, and then I'll go through the different sizes and just show you how to assemble them. With the octagonal, you've got two ways of using it. You can either assemble it so it's pointed on the top, like a little housey, or flat on the top, and we all like a flat bottom, don't we? So let me just show you this one. Here's the first. Shows you what you're going to be doing. There is the large octagonal template. Now you can print this directly onto the back of the card that you're using and cut it out. Actually, this is not the large, this is the second largest, this is number set 2. You've also got the border zigzag here that you just cut along there and you create that effect there, so you zigzag it. Very simple. When you're cutting this one out, just use that as the template, cut your template out, but before you cut it out, just mark it with a pencil either side where to make the creases so you get that perfect zigzaggy effect. Then you've also got the large one here that creates the large template there, so you create that one there and cut that out. You've got the different sizes. If you want a slightly smaller one, you've got these. You might want to do matte and layers with these or create frames. Then number 6 is the one I generally use to create the little kind of stopper to stop your card falling forward. And you've also got this in here as well, which you can create frames from, you can create apertures from. You can also do landscape or vertical book folds as well. So if you're cutting these different, you print this out 6 times, makes 6 different templates, and you've also got the creases, knowing exactly where to crease, so you get that lovely kind of leaf effect. These are the different sizes that you're going to get. That's the smallest one. So if you want to make a nice little card, you can do that. And you've got all the bits and pieces. All you do is cut these out, create them as templates too. And you've got the matching bits. Now, when you're cutting these out, as you can see, they're going in different sizes. It's very easy to get confused what goes with which. So what I do is I just cut out the set that I want to use. You can mix and match them if you want to, but it can get a little confusing. But what I do is, this is what I use. I use large, medium, and the strip here to make this card. And all I do is cut out the template, a little bit of masking tape. If I want to cut out my card, then I just stick that down onto the card, the back of the card that I'm going to be using, and then I've got that to draw around. Make 2 little pencil marks either side where your creases are. You can also do the same with use this as a template. Try and use it economically so you've got extra bits there that you can use. And that's how you use your templates. But once you've got them, doesn't matter if they're metal or plastic, because you can print these off time and time again if you want to. But if you print them out and look after them, even if they're just in paper, they do last you a long time. So now I've got all the bits and pieces that I need to make my card. I've got number 1. Now I could choose a smaller one of these for a base if I want to, but I'm choosing the large ones. I've got 2 of those. I've got the small one there, and I've also got the zigzaggy one too. Now before I assemble that, I want to show you another one that I've made, previously made, and I just want to explain what I mean by flat top and the pointed top. This is the octagonal card. That fits down there like that, so when it's nice and flat, I'm not decorating these, I'm not doing a project with them, I'm just showing you how to make the basic card. But this one, you can see it's flat at the top, and then when that sticks into there, you've got that way around. But then what I'm going to show you how to do now, just a slight variation, is do it so that you've got the point at the top like that. It's made exactly the same way, but just gives you a different effect. Look at that, it's just crying out for some fantastic decoupage or layering on there. But I could use the matte and layers to create effects, or even cut templates out, apertures out, or cut frames out to layer over the top. As I said, you don't have to use the same size base if you don't want to. You can slightly offset it too if you want this one to be a little bit more vertical, but when you fold it flat, it looks like that. So let's show you how easy that is to make if you've never made an easel card before. And don't forget, we've got loads and loads of different templates in different shapes, and we're going to be adding to them all the time. So there's my first card. There it is, ready to go on. Now you want the nicest part of the card on the top. That's the ungrained part on the top. So you always want to see the nice one. Then the nice one's over the top there. Now I'm going to join those 2 up together. Now I've got the zigzag that I cut off the hinge, and I've got some double-sided tape on the back. Now it just depends on how you want this to look, where you put this. If you put this more towards the back, then it's going to be a little bit more sloped. Sloped even. That's going to fit down there. So see, it's right on the back. Then this is going to sit like that and be quite sloped down there like that. If I bring it forward a little bit, this is going to sit like that and be a little bit more vertical. So it depends on how you want your card to look in the end. I'm going to have this one a little bit more vertical, so I'm going to put it just about an inch or 3 centimetres away from the back there. So I've got my double-sided tape on. Put your crease at the back, because this is the front of the bit where you're going to stick on the back of the front. That was a bit double Dutch, wasn't it? Then you're going to stick that down like that. So there you go, there's my basic hinge. And that's going to stick on the front there like that, and then that will be in position. Now that's going to stick over there. So I'm going to stick it this way. Normally I'll do it over the top, but because I want it to be quite vertical, this one, I have to off-center this. So the way I do it is to get it where I want it and then stick that to the back so that when that folds down, it's not directly over the top like this one is. That one's directly over the top like that. But when you open it up, you get a little bit more, quite a severe slope on that, which is an option. It's up to you. But this one, I'm doing slightly, I've done it wrong again. Anyway, let me show you this first. I've done it that way, so it stood up more vertical. But I wanted to show you how to do the pointed bit. So all you do is just twist that round. So instead of it being flat on the bottom, you're doing it flat, you're doing it pointed. And if I can, listen, it's all right for you lot laughing. I'm doing this back to front. I can't even see if it's straight or not. So let's pop there and let's just hope for the best. Now you can see the pointed bit there now. And you've got the point. There's the, oh, blimey heck. Let's take this off. Let's get that in position. Right, do you mind if you come to me for a moment? I just need to see what I'm doing. But you can watch me doing it from there, so I can actually, let me just get this. I want to see what I'm doing. Right, that's going to stick down there like that, so that's going to hold like that. That's fine. Now, that's fine. I'm happy with that. So that stands like that, you see. Now it's more vertical. Can you see that now? Can you see what it is yet? Can you? And now to keep this in position, I'm going to stick this at the front, but I'm going to put a little lip on it. I've had a lip on me, I can tell you. I've just got my ruler here, and I'm just going to go from this point to this point and just score it like that. That then is going to lift up a little bit. Because I'm using a point, there's not actually much surface area to keep it in position, but that little lip's going to help. And I'm going to position that there like that and butt it right up, so it's like that, so it keeps it in position when you put it down. So I know what I want now, so I'm going to take that off the back, put that into the position that I want it to finish on, and then butt that up to it and stick it down. There you go. And there's your card ready to decorate, and it's got the pointed area. And then if you want it to go flat, it goes like that. That would fit into an A4 card. Okay, it's not very pretty when it's not together, but it gives you more of a vertical look. You've got a choice on whether you want it to be like that or whether you want it to be like that. The choice is entirely yours. So what you're going to get, well, you're going to get the download to make the octagonal. You have got lots of various options to go for. You've got diamonds, you've got hearts, you've got circles, you've got rectangles, you've got squares. You can use them in lots of different ways. This one you can use in lots of different ways as well. So if you want to go for the octagonal, this is the one to go for. And basically it's up to you and your imagination how you decorate them now.